We're back. Time now for Jen Interactive.
Yes,
and
yes.
she's here.
We haven't done an update from the Dzamfee Commission in a while. It's Friday, so hey.
We need our monies back.
Well, the Justice Dzamfee Commission has actually ordered government to retrieve an amount of $8 million from the Ghana Football Association. So we want to know, are you happy with the decision of the commission? Are you happy?
Yes, I am. If only they get the money.
Well, it is reported that the GFA has returned $4 million already to government.
Oh, really?
Also, former Chelsea manager Avram Grant is likely to coach the Black Stars. What do you think about that decision? This is Jen Interactive. I'm Ifeakwa Harrison. I'll be right back.
Joy News Interactive is brought to you in association with
Surfline. It's about time.
Well, join us via social media. We're on facebook.com/Joy News on TV, on Twitter, the same handle at Joy News on TV or at GN Interactive GH. You can also send us an email. It's joynewsim@multitvworld.com or send your messages through on WhatsApp. The number is 054-010-9009. The number again is 054-010-9009. And remember, we are proudly supported by Surfline. Surfline, it's about time. So the Dzamfee Commission of Inquiry has ordered the Ghana Football Association to give the entire amount received from FIFA for Ghana's participation in the 2014 World Cup to the Ministry of Youth and Sports, pending the conclusion of the Commission's work. Well, let me pull up this story from My Joy Online, and I hope you will be able to see it at home. GFA receives $8 million World Cup money, ready to refund $4 million to government. The Ghana Football Association will on Thursday refund monies it took from government for activities relating to the 2014 World Cup in Brazil. The government pre-financed the expenses by the Ghana Football Association during the World Cup, including the payment of the infamous appearance fees by the Black Star players. In a stunt that exposed Ghana to international ridicule, the government airlifted $4 million cash on Tuesday, the 24th of June 2014, to settle the $100,000 appearance fees for each of the irritated Black Stars players and officials. Now, the players had boycotted 2 training sessions prior to their final Group G game against Portugal in Brasilia and vowed never to honor the match if their monies were not paid. Now, President John Mahama had to intervene and directed the flight of some $4 million to the players and officials in Brazil. 4 months after the World Cup, the Ghana Football Association has received its share of the prize money from FIFA, which is $8 million, and is ready to pay its debt. This is what Asempa Sports has learned. A close source says the executive committee of the Ghana Football Association will meet the Ministry of Youth and Sports on Thursday, November 6th, that's today, to deliberate on disbursement of the prize money. The FA's executive committee is also to meet on Friday, that's actually today, to take key decisions on what to do with the remaining $4 million. So that is on My Joy Online. That's an article on My Joy Online right now. But why should the FA's executive committee meet on what to do with the remaining $4 million? Why won't they just return all the $8 million as ordered by the commission? Well, are you impressed with the Commission's decision? Let's find out what you think about the money issue after a conversation with Nana Ajiman, a senior sports analyst. He will be talking about the Dzamfee Commission's order to retrieve $8 million, and also the choice of Avram Grant as the possible coach of the Black Stars. Nana Jiman, welcome to Joy News Interactive.
Thank you very much, and a good evening to you and all your viewers.
Good evening. Now, the Dzamfee Commission orders government to retrieve money from the GFA. A good move?
Yes, I think a wonderful move, an excellent move, a move that seeks to protect the public's interest. I think with the revelations that have been made so far about the use of, let's say, for example, the $577,000 that was earmarked for 7 people, but we were told was spread over 20 people, is justification enough that really that money, the remainder, 4 million, should be held in safekeeping, because the Ghana Football Association have illustrated quite clearly that they're an organization that don't take financial regulations very seriously. Because if you can disperse $577,000 without even seeking signatures from the people that receive that money, there's no checks and balances. You just can't tell what has happened. So I think it's rather a very prudent move by the Commission to ensure that no further money is, in quote-unquote, squandered by the Ghana Football Association.
Okay, now, according to the report, the FA Executive Commission said they were going to, said they were going to meet to discuss the next batch of the 4 million. I mean, what do you think about that?
Well, I think that's unfortunate. I think the Ghana Football Association at the moment still don't realize the gravity of what is taking place with the Presidential Commission of Inquiry. Unfortunately, there's too much posturing because the Executive Committee, they have no choice but to ensure that the remainder of that money is sent immediately to the Ministry of Youth and Sport. They've attended the Presidential Commission and they accepted that the national teams belong to the government of the day. And at the end of the day, they are agents that are working on behalf of the government. Now, the government has said, okay, this is our product. You manage this product. You look after this product for us, and we'll fund you. We'll give you pre-finance for you to participate in the World Cup and the African Nations Cup, etc. And after participating, you have now returned what was loaned to you, but you've also made some interest in terms of gains. Now, those monies must also return back to the person that gave you a loan in the first place, because without that loan, there would be no interest, there would be no gains. And then, if the need arises and you require some monies, you can go back to the Ministry of Youth and Sports and say, we would like to undertake this, we would like to undertake that. And then, of course, I don't believe that the Ministry of Youth and Sports would unduly deny you once they can justify the use of those monies for whatever development it is. So it's a lot of posturing and it's unnecessary.
All right, now let's talk about Avram Grant. He is likely to be named as the next Black Stars coach. What do you think about this decision?
Well, I think out of the 3 that were interviewed, he was probably the best. He's an Israeli. I remember him strongly when he was at Chelsea, and unfortunately, he was pushed out of that job. He wasn't given the time to deliver in that job, but he's a very experienced coach on the domestic scene, on the world scene. He's got a lot of experience. He's got great technical acumen. If he is allowed to do the job, you never know, we may be successful. Some people say this is the coach who always almost wins the trophy, but never quite does it. This might be the change that he needs. This might be the challenge that he needs to help him, help us to win that elusive African Cup of Nations, which has been eluding us for over 32 years. So it's the best choice at the moment. I'm a bit astounded. You would agree on appointing someone, but still to have concluded what the financial package would be. That's a bit strange for me, because I would have thought that if I'd appointed someone, then we would have discussed all of that already. But we're talking about the GFA, and wonders never cease with the GFA, so we've got to take it like that.
All right, thank you very much, senior sports journalist Nana Ajiman. Well, let's find out what you think about the $8 million that the Justice Dzamfee Commission is ordering the GFA to give back to government. Here are your views.
They should return the money back to the government, because they collect the money. We don't get any profit on the money because they spend a lot of money in the World Cup. The players are playing the ball. They are fighting, asking about their money, because why? It's not good. You know, so it's a football game. Before somebody will play or kick ball in the field, the money must be ready. Oh. You can't tell somebody to play the ball without nothing, because if the person play the ball without nothing, it can cause a lot of problem, because it's all the blaster people, you know, they need more money, because they tell them the beginning that we give you this amount or this so and so, but they agree, they accept it.
If we can return that $8 million, that it will help the whole nation so that we can enter forward.
As the way the economy is going now, like, we are feeling hardship, and if the government said they should pay, the GFA should pay the government, yeah, they should go on so that they will pay the government, because we are really kind of suffering.
If the GFA has finished paying the money, totally, definitely they will go for AFCON 2015, and they will definitely go in for that same money. So I don't think it is really necessary for the government to re-ask for the money.
I think that that money should be given to other sports agencies, like what we call the lesser known sports. Yeah, like the tennis, the athletic competition, and those people should use the money to develop that aspect of the sport. Yeah.
I don't trust GFA. I don't trust the government either. So I think it will be a lot better if the money is used for developments in the nation. There are a lot of things that the nation lacks, you know. They should look into things like that and do some developments here and there. It will help all of us.
Welcome back. You're still watching JN Interactive with me, Ifwa Akwa Harrison. Just before the break, we took some of your comments on the Dzamfee Commission ordering the GFA to refund the government $8 million from FIFA. But we also told you that Avram Grant is likely to be Black Stars coach. So we've been asking. I mean, I personally do not know much about him, so maybe you do. I'm ready to take your comments. So we've been asking that on Facebook. Let's see what you guys had to say. Actually, you guys have to say a lot. Not only about Avram Grant, but also about the GFA. Ali Sabato says, let's give him our support. With a little push and press, he can take Ghana far. Let's hope this time no pull him down. Everything. And my iPad is frozen. I can't read your comments. Okay. Avram Grant to coach the Black Stars won't be a problem, but the so-called interference from Kwesi Nyantakyi and others would make Grant fall like a fruit from a tree. He was the best compared to the others, and this is what seasoned sports journalist Nana Ajiman also said. This message is coming from David Law Asante. We should support him very well. I think he will deliver his best. This is from Pascal Adams. David Kingsford Mensa, you say, hey, Kwesi Nyantakyi and his GFA power, who in his right frame of mind will choose Scramble Grant over the Italian. I smell an elephant. Nuwakpo, God knows. Billy, you say, former Chelsea coach, I think he can deliver, but hashtag Nyantakyi must go now. Hakeem Nuruddin says it's better than giving it to a Ghanaian coach, no matter how good the native coach is. Hakeem, really, why do you think so? Jerry Harry Lawson Bakuri says the Stars' problem is about attitudinal change, not a coach. Even if we go for Alex Ferguson together with Jose Mourinho, they'll still fail unless they change their attitude. I rest my case. Humphrey, citizen Yesuvi, you say if only the GFA will allow the guy to perform his duty, I am in for him. Rain J says there is no harm in trying. After all, it's someone competent for the job. Koji Humphrey, you say this is the best bet that can happen to Ghana. So these are some of your comments coming through on Facebook about what you think about the Avram Grant possibly coaching the Black Stars. On WhatsApp, this is what you're saying. Can't the GFA president be sacked before his term ends? The commission should do more because there are many things Ghanaians are expecting. That's from Yina Karaga. And then Kwesi Nyante, she has done a lot for the sports in this country, but I think it's time he is replaced. This one has no name. Someone else has no name as well. New coach for Ghana. Are we going to win African Cup this time? We wait to see. Well, we can only hope so. And then another comment, scrambled Grant is the best for Ghana. Good news there, but what is the contract sum? And so that's from Owahene from Nkranza in the Brong Ahafu region. So those are some of your comments also coming through on WhatsApp. Now let's move on to what's trending. Have a look. Okay, actually, I'm told that we do not have what's trending. So I'll move on to the next item. Now, we spoke to young people about the ultra new cool Parliament House chamber. Just listen to what they have to say about the refurbishment of Parliament.
I don't think what is going on is good because it's like they are saying the carpenters in Ghana are unskilled, and we have so much bamboo in Ghana because those people are talented and they could make some things, make the furniture and everything. And it's also like they are discouraging the carpenters in the country, so they won't be able to make more furniture for us again.
What the president did is not good because in Ghana we have bamboo, plywood, timber. In fact, we have everything to make furniture. But our main problem is that we don't have the secondary production, that the machines and the equipment to make those things. So if the president can provide them, there will be no need going to other countries to make to patronize their goods. So I think what they did is not right.
I think what they did was wrong because they are the same people who came about telling us to patronize made in Ghana goods, but they turned on our back to go and import from China.
The refurbishment is good, but what they did wasn't right because the president said we need to get made in Ghana goods and not foreign goods. But most of the time we can't get most of the materials they use in making these things in Ghana here. So at least once in a while we must import things because no country is self-sufficient like us.
It's not good because it doesn't motivate Ghanaians to produce their own goods. And also there's a saying that leadership set by example. So the same money that the government used to patronize those goods can also be used to build more hospitals and schools. So I say it's not good at all.
I think the president shouldn't have purchased the China-made goods after telling us to buy the made in Ghana goods because he's trying to tell other people that the China-made goods are good and the Ghana-made goods are not good because you are buying something that you don't want other people to buy. So it doesn't speak very good of him. And you're also supposed to lead by example. So he's trying to tell us that we can buy from every other place. So he's confusing us.
The views of young people. I mean, young people say some things.
Yeah, they are confused. I mean,
welcome back.
After showing us that you've got a shoe made in Ghana, and then
I wonder where they get all these ideas from. Because I always get asked, who tells them what to say? No, they are listening.
Yes,
they are watching, especially those who live with parents who listen to radio and all of that, and
they
also
discuss
these sort of issues. They also tend to pick, and so they are listening to their parents' arguments.
I think they've redefined that phrase that kids say the dumbest things. Now, what kids say the smartest things. So. Yeah. Take this, put it in your pocket.
Unfortunately, we couldn't bring you what's trending. Technical hitches, you know how it goes.
I wish the president was in town to, actually, well, he can actually watch this on YouTube. There's a playback, and look, what the kids say, it's something that the president and whoever is in authority should listen to. They are the future leaders. They are worried, aren't they?
And confused.
Yes, and confused. We have to go.
All right. So have a great weekend. It's Friday.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Good evening. Prince Winka here.
Ifwakwa Harrison.
Joy News Interactive was brought to you in association with
Surfline. It's about time.